Hello, everyone. How did you guys like that? Thank you, Joel, for that animation. I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, everyone. It's me, David Washington. This is the David Washington Show. I am David Washington, also known on Twitter as the Apex Politico. And I'm really excited to be here. One, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be here or not. Unfortunately, there was a death in the family. And before I start with tonight's brief show, I want to toast to my friend Edie. You are in God's hands now. Hopefully, you will have eternal peace. We love you and we will miss you. We love you, Edie. We love you a lot, Edie. Okay. Edie was a very beautiful and special woman. And she is the sister of my girlfriend, Daisy. And she passed away this week. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to do this podcast or not because it's been a difficult week. And Edie passed away Monday afternoon, and I've known her for about 10 years, and she was family to me. She is family. Um, Broadcasting in Lake Nona, Orlando, Florida, right now. Um, I'm outside. It's a beautiful night. And I wanted to talk about relationships again, part three. And I mentioned that because what's been happening this week, I realized that when it's when the politicking, the campaigning, the messaging is all over, it's the people that are left behind. It's the people, those relationships that we made with voters, with our campaign teams, the volunteers, the people that you coordinate everything that culminates on election night. Uh, Relationships that you've made in those months or even years that you've campaigned or worked on a campaign. However, it boils down to those relationships that drive you, that motivate you, those personal relationships that you have with your family, with those who matter the most to you. It's those relationships that sometimes are put off to the side. And when you decide to run for office, you got to remember that there are other people who are right there with you and they support your purpose, what you're doing. And many times it's those family members, those close friends and close business partners, associates that have been with you every step of the way, and you cannot forget them. You cannot forget them. They are the ones that matter the most. They'll be there on that campaign, the next campaign, that election, this election, whether you decide to run again as an elected or run again as a challenger, as a candidate, because you just didn't make it that first time or that second time. When I ask potential candidates, potential clients about themselves, about why they're running for office, sometimes at the end of that questioning. Ask them, are those who are important to you, your significant other, your family, your immediate family, are they supporting what you plan to do? Because it can be taxing, it can be draining mentally, emotionally, physically, for not just you, the candidate, but also for those who are close to you. And you can't forget them. You can't. You can't forget that they're going to be there when you come home late because you're at an event, when you're on the road campaigning on the campaign trail, or when you're there in your family room or in your bedroom or at the dining room table, spitballing some ideas, thinking of some ideas of what to say, what your messaging is going to be, getting your itinerary together, deciding what is your logo going to be, or you know what your motto is going to be. And sometimes when you look at your campaign bank account and you see it closer and closer to zero, those times are those times are demanding. So I'm going to keep this short. You know, it's been a long week. I was lucky to have my mom in town for a couple of weeks through the holidays. It was good seeing her, and in her way expressing her support for what I'm doing and how I do it. She watches the podcast. Hi, mom, if you're watching. I'm doing good as usual. It's those relationships, the closest people to you, that matter the most. And I'm sure you've heard it before, and you've heard it many times from other people. However, politics is a different beast. Politics, as I like to say, learning how to politic in Chicago, south side of Chicago. Politics is a blood sport. And people are out there to win. But don't forget those loved ones who have been there for you before the campaigning, during the campaigning, after the campaigning. They're the ones that are going to be there when you really need them the most. So I'll probably come back and, in later episodes and other season talk about relationships. However, and then I do want to leave with you, the viewer, that whatever decision that you make, surround yourself with those people that you trust, those people that are strong enough that you can lean on, that you can rely on when times become difficult, when the politicking becomes demanding, frustrating. Lean on those individuals. You don't have to carry the burden of the world on your shoulders. That's what your campaign team is there for. Just kidding. Hey, again, to a beautiful woman, Edith, We love you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm David Washington, and this is the David Washington Show. Please let everyone know. Spread the word. Subscribe to our channel. We're on YouTube at J-Washington. Please subscribe to the channel. Listen, watch, like, share. We want to grow this community, and we need you to do that. We're doing our part. There's a lot of things that we have going on. If you watched Joel earlier, or if you watch him later, he'll talk about the morning constitution, and also you can't make this shit up. Everything that we're doing. And again, I can't talk enough about what we're doing. Oh my God, the project plans, business plans, financial plans, everything that we're putting together is amazing. On that note, have a good one. Hug your loved ones, give them a kiss, be good to yourself. This is the David Washington Show.